guys, it's Nicole, and today I'm going to show you my very ambitious, slightly dramatic March TBR. The first set of reading plans I have for March is to catch up on the Shadowhunter Chronicles. So I have to read the short story collection. So there's the Bane Chronicles, the Shadow Market, and I own the Shadowhunter Academy. I want to read all these because if you're not familiar with the Shadowhunter world, there is a book that was released on the 3rd of March, which is the first book in the latest series called Chain of Gold. I'm sure you've heard of it. I really struggle with short story collections, which is why I haven't picked up any of the Shadowhunter Chronicles short stories. So I really can't tell you what these books are about without spoiling them, but they basically follow the side characters, all of them, and they are in between the series. The information in them is pretty significant for Chain of Gold, which is why I'm reading them. And then obviously once I read these, I'm gonna read Chain of Gold. Actually, no. That was a lie. I'm going to read Clockwork Prince and Clockwork Princess. I started rereading this trilogy, The Infernal Devices, in January. I read the first book, so I want to continue on. So Chain of Gold, if you don't know, is the direct sequel to this book. So it follows the children of the characters in these books. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually super apprehensive about Chain of Gold because I read Queen of Air and Darkness in December and I didn't like it. I gave it 1 star. It's actually my least favorite Cassandra Clare book. I'm really nervous about Chain of Gold because I think it's going to determine whether or not I have grown out of Cassandra Clare's work or they're not for me anymore. It's sad because if you don't know, I do credit City of Bones for turning me into a reader. So talking of hyped new releases, of course we had Crescent City also get released in March. So I'm going to be reading that. And then the last new release I'm hoping to get to is The Midnight Lie by Marie Rakowski. This is a sequel book to the Winners trilogy, but it's not a direct sequel. I believe it follows new characters in the same world. It's a lot of fun. It's a very political YA fantasy that does have a romance. Marie Rakowski is really good at writing things that I love, so I want to read this. I'm really excited. I don't know too much about it. I'm probably gonna get the audiobook. Other books I'm hoping to get to. Emma by Jane Austen. I haven't read Emma. I want to read this month because the new movie is out in cinemas and I would love to go see it at the end of the month. So I've seen a few adaptations, so I'm familiar with the story, but Emma's character really reminds me of my teenage self, how she's she thinks she knows everything, but she doesn't. Like that was teenage Nicole all the way. So I think I'm gonna really love this. I will then be reading The Biddy Kingdom by Rick Hasson. If you have somehow missed it, me and a bunch of my friends, Meg from Meg with Books, Ishi from Ishi Time, and Simone from Chasing Pages, we're doing a read-along. We started in January, we read the first book, and The Biddy Kingdom is our March book. So this is the final book in the original trilogy, and then in April there will be the new release, which is the sequel standalone that takes place in this world, which I'm so excited for. I adore this series. If you haven't heard of it, we are following this princess who was born with this godstone in her belly button, and it's about the implications of that. I love the politics, I love the characters. It's such a fun series. If you're interested in joining us, you can catch up now, it's not too late. I will leave all the details of the read along and the Twitter page down below so you can suss it out there, or leave a comment down below if you're not sure and I'll direct you. I'm then hoping to get to City of Stairs by Robert Jackson Bennett. I read Foundry Side last year and that was like one of my favorite books. I kind of had a tie for my favorite books of last year. I'm doing a video, but Foundry Side was one of them. I've not stopped raving about it, but this is the series that Robert Jackson Bennett wrote before Foundry Side. I believe it deals with spies and that there was this city that was, or the world was ruled by gods, but they're all gone now, and it's very political. It says, when the gods were destroyed and all the worship of them banned by the polis, reality folded. Now stairs lead to nowhere. Alleyways have become portals to the past and criminals disappear into thin air. Doesn't that sound just so cool? Like, I want to know more about this. I want to know what it's about. Like, it's just, he just blew me away with Foundry Side and his creativity and the magic system. I adored the characters as well, so I have really high expectations for this. I haven't gotten to the sequel of Foundry Side. I might try and get to it before the end of March, but we'll see. I'm going to try and buddy read it with Ishi because we buddy read Foundry Side together, and I think it'll just be really fun to continue the series with her. So yeah, this I'll read, otherwise I'll read For Sure, which is the sequel to Foundress. We'll see which one happens. Maybe both. I want both. And I need to continue on with The Diviners. I started rereading The Diviners in preparation for the last book, King of Crows, which came out at the beginning of Feb, but I didn't continue because, like I said, I stopped reading. So I read the first 2 books, and I've still got to read Before the Devil Breaks You and King of Crows. So I'm listening to the audiobooks of them. I've never actually physically read this series. I've only ever listened to the audiobooks, and they are so good. I highly recommend them if you haven't had them before. The last book I'm hoping to get to in March is The Never Tilting World by Maureen Shebeko. Maureen Shebeko is another author I really love. Okay, it's her newest series set in this world where the world stopped turning. That's why it's called The Never Tilting World. So there's half of the world that's constantly in darkness and half of the world that's constantly in light. I believe there are 2 characters we follow, and then it deals with elemental magic. And I just have such a passionate love for elemental magic because of Avatar: The Last Airbender. So I know it's not going to be anything like this, but it gets me all nostalgic. So I'm really excited for this, and like I said, I've loved Maureen Shebeko's other works. I adore the Bone Witch trilogy, so I have really high expectations for this, and I believe there is a female romance in this as well. And then if I also get a chance, I have been slowly rereading Harry Potter. I'm up to book 6. So I'll read Half-Blood Prince and hopefully Deathly Hallows this month as well if I get time. That's probably going to be a really good idea for me to try and get back into the mood of reading because Harry Potter always helps me with that. But Half-Blood Prince is actually my least favorite Harry Potter book, so we'll see how that goes. Those are the books I am planning to read in March. I am getting really excited. This is why I made this ambitious, slightly ridiculous TBR just for the month, because I need to get excited, to get motivated, and to do this. But yeah, I hope that you are going well and that you are enjoying whatever you are currently reading, and I will see you next time. Bye!